Hey kid, we're gonna say some stuff and your parents will be real upset with us if they hear you repeating it, so scram. Get out. Alright, on with the program.
Yo, it's Sketch, and we are back. A dinosaur story. It's time for our second arc, and there's no time to waste, so take a break from your evening of working on multiple things at once, only to catch up on the other 3 things you need to do, and then you can finally do the multitude of things you actually want to do. But for now, how about you sit back and join us in Avoiding Reality.
I'm Ghosty, and I'm playing Clint. Clint, the intern, is on the path, the upward mobility road to becoming an employer, one of the most badass bosses that ever did do. But there are some obstacles that seem to be in his way. Other employers, his employees, weird centipedes. Who knows what will come next, but with tax day around the corner, Clint is extremely excited. Remember, I rolled that d6 and I got a 6 on confidence, so I just kept going with it. Next. Please.
I'm Aaron and I'm playing Wick. He's this grumpy lunar lizard. He's not very sociable or polite to people. He hates the way everything is like a commercialized product now. I guess in some sense he's a bit of a hippie. But he dresses more like a punk, a bit on the goth side, I think.
Okay, I'm Simon. I'm playing Robert the Tomato. He's a funky little Edenite, a plant housed in a robot shell. And Robert is very affectionate and inspired by Atlas, and was helped by Atlas in the past, and now he just made it his life's mission to try and tell everyone about how great Atlas is and how we should all strive to be as generous and helpful as Atlas. And recently he just met Atlas again, and he was very excited about that. So that's what Robert is all about.
I'm Kevin. I play a little crab man who lives in a little crab mech. He can turn the mech into whatever he wants. He's also very crabby. Yes, if it's beneficial to the mission, then he will help out. But aside from that, he tends to have this kind of arrogance of, I can do this whole mission myself. And he's probably correct.
I'm Cassie, and I play Meredith, who is a giant ferret. That's about it. Now, Meredith is a tinkerer and like a burglar on the side. There's that. Yeah, a little tinker shop. And yeah, that's it.
So I'm going to say, if you want to tell everyone about your new skills that you got in your level up, you can do so, or you can keep them to yourselves as a surprise.
Mine will come soon enough.
Cool.
I can go ahead. Robert now has the ability Rotten to the Core. So that means after he's thrown a tomato at a character and then throws a second tomato at them, this one will damage them. Because just one tomato will give them disadvantage on their next roll, just be a bit of a hindrance, but second tomato, now that one's gonna give a bit of damage.
Yeah, that's great. Because if you're really properly heckling someone on a stage, one tomato's not enough. You need the second one.
Very true. And he also has Atlas's Blessing. And once Robert is past 3 life force spent, he gets the opportunity to, once per scene, ask Atlas a yes or no question, which Atlas has to answer honestly in a full sentence. But if invoked during a combat, it will cost an action.
Cool. Does anybody else want to talk about their new abilities or anything like that? If you don't, it's totally fine.
I'll hint at mine.
Yeah, sure. Hint at it.
Okay. Avada Kedavra.
Why
He's
can't
a
you just kill
wizard.
people?
What are you talking about? I just like a hint.
He's just making Harry Potter noises.
Hey, Aaron.
Not references.
I'm winking at Aaron.
Okay. Don't kill me. Don't kill
Don't piss
Wick.
me off.
Well, don't kill Wick.
Wick's fine. You're in trouble.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. Just don't kill
As long
Wick.
as Wick lives on.
All right, here. I'm going to spoil it.
John Wick.
Ghosty's powers, he made a real-life clone of Clint that is going to come after Aaron.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
That's some pretty terrifying.
That's
That sounds like
horrible.
something I would do as well.
Yeah, why would you do that? Why did you develop the technology to do that?
For this
That's
kind of
disgusting.
reaction, mostly.
It's not to help the world, it's just for this situation.
Content.
All right. So I also asked you all for one more thing, which is I wanted you to create something in Lucent City.
Ah.
Let's start with Aaron. What did you create?
So I made an NPC. He's called Angus Hammerhead. He's an older Agathan. Speaks with a posh accent. He has a dislike for modern day clothing. He wears stuff that you'd see from the early 1900s. He's recently learned to use death magic, but he is terrible at it. He won't admit that very easily, though. He's the leader of the Historian Guild, and he's taken interest in an ancient aqueduct.
Cool stuff.
Aaron, I'm unfamiliar, and you're really good at British accents. What is posh?
I don't know, like, watch Harry Potter.
Okay.
Just watch that, and then you'll pick it up.
I was thinking like Nigel Thornberg. My dear sirs.
Yeah. It's that really,
He's
like,
Tim Curry.
high
in
class. Yeah. No, I was just
Yeah,
seeing if
so-
Aaron would do it.
Well,
No,
give
no,
me
he
give me a line. Give me a line, and I'll do it.
I seem to have been overcome by unsurmountable sadness.
I seem to have been overcome by unsurmountable sadness.
That just sounds like you.
Yeah, that
just
sounds.
yeah, that
I'm
just
not
sounds
good
like,
at voices. Well, there you go. I have a
Or
posh
you're
accent.
just naturally posh.
yeah. And you never knew it until this moment.
It's
Give me
true.
some money, Aaron.
No, that's where it ends. That's all it is. I have the voice, not the finances.
I have the voice and not the money.
All right, Ghosty, what did you make? What you got for us?
So, within Lucent City exists the Loose End Sky Bridge. It's a rotating sky bridge affixed to the tallest building in downtown, but affixed in a way that lets the bridge swivel. Always attached at the one end to this tallest building towards the different buildings adjacent, its northern side. And the bridge is massive. It can dock the 3 other buildings nearby, and it even includes a business lounge, where the most luxurious cafe and bar items are offered to whichever distinguished business is being held between the currently connected building. The sides and top of the bridge are made of a material so clear that its whole length serves as one of the best views of the whole city.
Sounds fucking terrifying.
Just like that.
You're just standing in midair on a giant bridge while it fucking moves you around.
Sides and top, right? Not like the bottom. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you want, the bottom can also be made of that like translucent material. I'm down for that. I just thought
Yeah.
it would be fucking terrifying. So maybe.
Because, or is it China? Somewhere. They've got like a completely clear bottom bridge that spans like an entire mountain range.
Wow.
You know what?
I want to go there.
Let's just say it. Yeah, the whole thing is translucent. That sounds awesome.
I think I remember one where there was like a restaurant or something in like this kind of diamond shaped, like entirely glass building that's like hanging underneath the bridge or something. And somebody was like, I would never go there. And I'm like, that would be such a cool way to die.
Okay. All right, Kevin, what have you come up with?
Okay, so my thing is there is a Crablad that broke from the hive mind and now lives somewhere in Lucent City as a kind of like an arms dealer. Like, he manufactures a lot of their really high-tech stuff and gives it out to agencies that kind of work for the employers, I guess. Just like a lot of kind of black ops operations, if you know what I mean.
May I ask a question of the Kevin? Is it a crab lad or a crab lady?
I mean,
Don't kill the potential for the heterosexual crab love interest that I need in this.
I never really assigned them gender. They just crab things.
We need a forced heterosexual love interest.
Yeah, there aren't enough of them these
Otherwise,
days.
our movie isn't going to get
Just
greenlit.
put a ribbon on it.
We need the producer funds.
No. Okay, Cassie, what do you got for us?
It's a cash crab.
There is a small public park area. Not like a playground kind of park, but just a little green space and trees and benches. And in it, there is a big rock that's jutting out from the ground. And no one really knows how big the rock is, because when they were like leveling the area to make the park, they're like, oh, there's this big rock. We're clearing out all the rocks and junk. So, okay, we're going to get this rock out. But they kept going and going, and they never found the bottom of it. So they just left it. And so now in the center of this park, there's just this big, unknowable rock in the middle of this like little park.
That's fun.
That's
I like
cool.
that.
I like it.
Rock Park.
That was like when we were trying to build our house.
Oh.
That's what happened. There was this big rock, and we just kept digging and couldn't find the bottom. So we're like, okay, it's in the yard now.
Okay.
It's still there?
Yeah,
I
We
didn't
could-
know that.
yeah.
No one ever told me.
I think we probably covered it back up.
Okay.
No one ever
Yard
told
rock.
Simon.
But in the park, in the park, it sticks out. It's this just big rock in the middle of the park that no one knows how big it is or how far down it goes. It's like tip of the iceberg. But
It's just one of those things that, like, when people look at it, they know, yeah, that's gonna outlive my entire lineage. That kind of thing, right? Yeah.
All right, Simon, what you got?
There's this little fan club for Atlas that Robert sometimes goes to. But he doesn't really like jive with everyone else there, because you're more like, oh, Atlas, he's so cool. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, it's more and more like online fans.
like stands.
Yeah, stands, I guess. Whereas Robert is like, but the thing you need to know about Atlas is you need to know his way of life. He's generous. You need to try to apply that to yourself. But now you know that he's had Atlas's blessing. He's looking forward to eventually going there to brag a little.
Can there be those, I think they call them fan cams, where they have like videos of whoever
Yes.
and they put the...
Yes.
Atlas fan cams. Where you just see him wandering in the middle of nowhere in slow motion. It'd basically be like Jesus fan cams. It'd be very strange.
It does sound like something Atlas would be caught doing. Just wandering.
Just, like,
just on a walkabout, like,
help-
between places.
Yeah, yeah. Just helping someone misfortunate.
Yeah, just a roaming god. Just reaching down to pick up a baby in the desert and then kiss it and put it back down and then continue on or whatever.
Yeah, with just a bunch of filters on it.
Yeah. Just
Sparkles and
Sepia. Sepia for sure.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and like fucking Bad Guy by Billie Eilish.
I think you just found a great mock-up outro or something. You ever go visual?
Oh, for sure.
All right, one last thing before we begin proper. Have any of you done anything, like your characters, not you as people, I don't really care about that. Have any of you done anything in the 3 days in between the descent into Agatha and tax day that you want to play out?
No.
Well, Wick did go shopping for his new upgrade item thing. That could be something
Alright.
he did.
Do you have any idea where he would go?
Morbs, I think.
Morbs? Okay.
Yeah.
They do sell life force related items, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so he could have bought it from there.
All right, so let's play that out. You're showing up at Morbs.
Yeah.
It's like intentionally dark. It's sort of like Hot Topic, basically. A Hot Topic in the early 2000s where it's trying to look scary and dangerous on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's dimly lit, and the lights that are there are sort of like colored. And there are t-shirts for various bands that maybe deal in quote unquote dark arts. And there's a bunch of life force vials around, which is something you will be able to use in the future if you want to refill your life force. But it is like a moral issue because that is somebody's life force and you do not know how they got it.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, exactly. So would your character want to use it?
No.
Very unlikely, but I know one character that would have no issue using it. But that one doesn't really need it anyways. But yeah, you arrive at Morbs, you're looking around, and you're looking through a small box. So Wick definitely seems like the type to wear like little pins, both on his jacket and on his bags and stuff.
Yeah, he's already got 3. He's got one that's a pickaxe, another one that's a skull, and I think there's a third one that's just like plain color, just yellow, I think.
Oh, can the pickaxe be functional?
It's the little one. Just
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I'd love to picture Wick. Just, I don't know. He needs a pickaxe real bad. Doesn't have anything else, and he just, good thing I've got my pickaxe pin.
I'm fine with it being functional as much
Yes!
as a little
Look,
pickaxe
I just got
would
you
be.
free item. Free magic item. You're welcome.
Thanks.
How's it magic? It's just a pickaxe with small.
It's gotta be magic if it's a small pickaxe.
Gotta be magic.
People are incapable of making small things without magic. We all know that.
That's true. That's entirely true. Yeah, so you're looking through like these pins,
Yeah.
and you see one that has a really cool fire on it. It's a skull on fire.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and it looks sick, and it says, light me up on it. It says, light me up. Now, you grab that pin, and you walk up to the cashier. What do you say?
I say, how much does this cost?
Oh, that one. I mean, what's it worth to you?
That's really difficult to answer. I have no idea how much stuff is valued in this world.
Well, that's a bit weird since you live here, but okay, fine, whatever.
That's something that I wanted to talk about before we started the session. So we talk about pay for the missions, but we don't actually have a running tally of how much money we have or what things cost.
Yeah, money is made up. It doesn't matter.
I would say probably like a pin is probably like something Wick can afford even with debt.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you can afford the pin. It's not very expensive. This guy just wants to know what you value it at. And what do you think this pin is and what it does? He's just trying to...
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it like a plastic thing or is it metal?
It's metal, yeah.
Okay.
Real metal, bro.
Real metal. Wow.
Yeah. It lights you up.
It is a skull on fire. That's pretty metal.
Yeah. When you hold it, it feels hot.
What kind of skull is it? Are we like, is it a rodent skull or like a crocodile skull?
It's some sort of lizard skull. I'm going to say it's like a frilled lizard skull.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll give you 6 chips for it.
6 chips.
Is Beam with me? Because I wouldn't leave him at the apartment.
6 chips. That is a lot of money. I think you should take his deal. That's you're a strong negotiator. I suppose I'll give it to you, but you'll owe me.
What will I owe you?
And he just vanishes.
Okay. Cool.
I don't even work here.
I want like a full playthrough of that guy in our party.
Oh, that would be
Just
great.
like the goth shopkeep guy.
He only shows up when you need something, and you will always owe him a favor, and he will immediately disappear after.
Yeah, but he never cashes in on the favor. He just collects them. Makes it worse. It's actually death.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If you had a slightly higher notice, you'd notice that he's just kind of around the corner looking at you
Oh my god.
in anticipation.
Just kind of like waiting to see till you leave so he can go back to the counter.
Yeah. Waiting for the reaction. Like,
just, like,
who are they
crumpling
going to
his
think of
fingers.
mysterious? That's great.
Awesome.
No.
So I did think of something. Wick has inspired Clint.
Uh-huh.
Just what, like in general, what are the various type names of the currencies that there are?
There's chips.
It's just chips.
Yep.
Well, can we
All chips.
call like a lot of chips a bag of chips?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Can we call like several bags of chips pallet of chip bags?
Sure.
Okay, and then I'd really like to call.
It's not really a nickname. It just is what it is.
I'd really like to if we could call 2.5 pallets of chip bags, like a chip factory.
It's not a physical currency, so this is just the fucking. It's
Yeah.
like the
But it's the
American
numeric.
measure system.
Yeah, yes, the measurement system exactly.
Like cup.
Huh? Okay, so in the store you said morbs, right?
Yeah.
Morbs what? Like
That was it.
just morbs? Is this slogan?
It's just
It's
morbs,
morbin
yeah.
time.
Yep,
No,
it sure is.
not unrelated.
It's
I think Kevin
not
made it, right?
related.
So
He did, yeah. But it belongs to me now. Much like all of your lives do.
you mentioned though that there are sources of life or something in vials, or what was
Yes.
that? I caught. What can you do with that?
So you can refuel your life force with it.
Clint would be going there as well. He like just happenstance it, I feel like, right as Wick is walking out. That'd be cool, right? Is that all right?
Hello, Clint.
Oh, hi. Little robot.
That's me.
Bean. Hi, Bean.
Bean.
Oh, I missed you, Bean.
I missed me too.
Oh, that's okay, bud. All right. Why does it smell like lizard in here? Oh. Hey, Wick. You just seeing yourself out? Good. And pat him on the back as I walk in.
Okay. Whatever.
Oh, that's a really cool looking pin you've got there. The little pickaxe?
Great. So maybe you do have some kind of sense of style.
And Clint would like to take a mental damage from that, actually. Mental stress.
All right.
Well, just because I feel like
Pre-mission mental damage.
I feel like Wick should be the ultimate kryptonite of Clint because his build is anti-Clint. So
I
So
think they're
how-
kind of each other's kryptonite.
how do I take this mental stress? What happens again? Remind us.
So you just add it to your mental stress. Just take one.
Yeah, I've got one now.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Nothing
Aaron.
more happens.
I compliment you, and then you burn me. All right.
It's not personal. It's the characters.
It's just business.
I think maybe it would be safe to assume even that I'll have Clint will walk in. Let's say that he knows he doesn't have to like touch anything to grab it and take it to the counter. He's got an order placed.
Yeah.
For some life. Yeah. We'll say it's a special order. Only like the finest life that Morbs has to offer. No one can ever accuse Clint of not having life.
Okay.
So he goes to the front?
Yeah. I think I goes, oh, Mr. Arn. Wonderful to see you.
And as it is wonderful to see you as well, I am running a bit behind time.
Nah.
I am here for the goods.
No, of course.
Yep. I believe you received my 4 factories of payment.
Of course. And he hands you a full refill life force vial. You can just put that in your inventory.
Okay, well, what does it do? Okay.
It just refills your whole life force.
Hey, I like it.
No.
Full refill. Should we call it like Phoenix Down or what?
You call it whatever you want as long as you remember what it does.
Yeah, should be self-explanatory. And thank you. And it's just walking out.
Maybe for a corporate guy, it could be called a buyout.
Corporate buyout. Pretty good.
Yeah. So as you turn and walk away, he vanishes, and he's sad you didn't see it.
He's sad that I didn't see the vanish, but then I have a question for you, friendly DM. As I'm walking out and he vanishes, is he back behind the thing again? Like looking at me? He
was behind the counter when you talked to him, yeah.
Is he like behind the like creepy looking around the corner of the
Yes.
Okay, so I know that he's there looking at me, right?
Yes.
I turn and give him a wink.
He does like a little
a little happy like finger dance.
Yeah, a little happy finger dance. And he goes,
good. All right. And that'll be all for my business. Thank you.
All right. Cool. It is now 3 days later. Last time we left the dutiful intern employer, Clint Earn, he had just woken up on his favorite day of the year, tax day, and found himself interrupted in the middle of his zip meeting with his fellow interns by a knock at the door. Especially strange as no one except his fellow employers know where he lives. And in fact, it's the first time anyone's knocked at the door. Clint, what do you do?
Is this a thing that people do? Pardon me. I think someone's lost. And Clint will get up from the zip meeting. I think there's a failsafe here. I think that Clint has a way to check with a little high-tech camera device or some sort of sensory device to see who's at the door. Just in the eventuality that this would ever happen, not that it happens. So he's going to check that. Maybe it'll be on a wall.
Okay. Simon, let him know what he sees through his camera.
You just see the top of a glass dome with a glowing ball tied around it. You can maybe make out, is that a tomato in the glass? Is that a Robert?
It's HD. It's 50,000K HD. If it's you, he knows that it's you.
But it's at the very edge of the area that the camera is recording. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's Robert.
So just see one juicy ball hanging in a glass.
There's the glowing balls from the last mission to Toy Balls.
Oh.
He has a few tied around him.
You're talking about your tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Clint is unamused and goes back to his zip meeting. I'm so sorry. Pardon me. So what were we saying?
The guy's still gone. They're just sitting there waiting for your
We had to have been chatting very fervently about tax day. We had to have been. I'd love to have a bit of fervent tax day talk.
Okay, you want to talk about tax day?
Yeah.
Robert knocks again, and this time more and louder.
More and louder.
More often and louder. Before it was just like,
So I'm very excited about all the money I'm gonna get today. How about you guys?
Oh, I have no question at all. Yes, the money? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the other people losing the money. I like that part too.
I like it the most when they don't have a lot to give.
And then we still get it from the people that they know.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, it's good being us on top.
I want to be higher up though. Do you ever feel like you want to be higher up?
No, that's not a feeling that I have. I feel like I am adequately placed.
and Robert knocks
Of
again.
course. Oh,
Keeps knocking. It's kind of annoying.
something defective is happening outside of my room.
What's that clangy metal noise? I don't understand. I've never heard this
I'll get
noise
someone
before.
to fix it, but for now, I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
And this time, Clint is going to put the little like blockage thing over the webcam for the zip and mute.
Is he gonna mute it
Zip.
as well, or keep it going?
He's going to mute zip as well, and he's going to go over to the side of his bedside, I think, and there's a little voice activated central HUD there. Maybe it's a hologram, probably is. He'll say sorry, and he's not apologizing, it's just we can't say Siri. He's going to say sorry. Enable defense turrets outside of apartment.
So, outside the apartment, nothing happens.
Sorry?
Yes.
Robert keeps knocking.
What about the defense turrets? I'm sure that I had those installed. I'm sure that I told you to install those.
I was told not to do that.
By whom? Sorry.
Confidential.
Okay. And Clint will walk over to the door.
Hooray.
We'll open it.
Robert knocks again.
He opens it like mid-knock, and I think Clint wants to just catch the robot's hand.
All right, roll. Roll a athletics.
Fight. Oh. I think I got really low thing because I don't. I got a 3.
The 3 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it. You don't catch
Just
it.
knocking. Okay. What happens then?
Yeah, but you have to already know where his hand's gonna be.
I have a visual of him.
And you think you can translate that like directly?
All right. So
see why
what, do I
not.
just smack him in the face by accident?
No, he's knocking. He smacks you in the chest, I think.
Yeah,
Right in the knee.
like, hi. Oh, hi, Clint. Are you ready for the big mission?
Tack? You're excited about today too, Rob?
Yeah,
I didn't think
we've got another mission.
I was talking about that dumb god guy, Atlas. And I didn't take you for a true believer.
Yeah, did you notice the new tomato?
Balls? Oh.
No.
It's why
the
is it
pink
pink
tomato.
and shiny?
Because I got Atlas's blessing. And
I-
Robert just wiggles his eyebrows on the screen.
Thanks for clarifying that. Oh, interesting. But so wait, what do you do? But wait, normally people aren't really that interested in tax day.
May I come in?
touched to talk about tax day? I'm in a meeting right now, and you are inconveniencing me if it's not tax day conversation.
Oh, we can talk tax day because, that's part of the mission.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah. You're allowed to enter. Wait, I'd like to roll deceive because I want to go back and be like, sorry, deactivate self-defense system. I did roll
But yeah.
a total of a 6.
Simon, you roll a notice to
Roll a notice.
see if you know he's lying or not.
No, don't.
Total of 5.
A 5? You do not know that he's lying, no.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So Robert just looks around
It should be safe for
nervously.
you to enter now.
He steps a bit careful, but he still goes in, and you can see
You
like.
need not tread light, Robert. You're welcome here. Just while I'm around.
Okay.
When you walk into Clint's apartment, you see there's like almost nothing here. It's really sparse and weird. It's a weird place to be.
Nice curtains, big bed. Untouched.
And now that Robert is fully walked in, you see he's just got multiple of the toy balls tied to him. He looks very ridiculous. That is how he looks.
Festive. I was gonna make a
Yeah.
Christmas tree joke earlier too.
That's Christmas.
Okay.
No, it's tax day.
All right. Yeah. Look, Rob, why don't you sit? Because there's no other chairs. There's just the one very comfortable.
Robert just
looking-
sits on the floor.
No, don't sit on the floor. Just stand.
Okay.
You can stand by the window. You can have a nice view. And I'm gonna go back into my call now. Do not say anything and don't step into view. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
It goes back to the Zoom. Goes
Okay.
with his little camera, so it's back on and unmutes.
Who's that robot guy?
The robot is not a concern. I think in the future you will all be having one of these guys.
Okay, so Clint.
Yeah.
You're a bit distracted, but suddenly you feel an extra pair of eyes behind you. And on your camera, you spot suddenly out of nowhere, Crablad appears.
So, somewhat held together, snaps closed the camera, mutes again. He doesn't have time to wonder about how they knew that there was a robot, and he looks straight at the thing looking at him.
Okay, and what does he see, Kevin?
My Crablad mech, completely covered in Rave stuff, where he's got like shutter shades for the cockpit. He's got little punk spikes, but they're made of the mech material, and he's got little glowy rings just randomly placed around on his legs.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
If I may, to describe it, how my initial take of this, it took me straight back to that in space, like retro futuristic sci-fi episode of Tom and Jerry, where there's like little critters that like the mouse can ride around, and
Oh,
it's that kind
yeah.
of style, but
Yeah.
Crablad's mech.
I think that's already a Tron parody. It's very Tron-esque.
Don't know what Tron is.
Tron? The movie Tron?
You don't?
Okay, so Crablad
Okay, you don't know
himself is
Tron.
there, right?
Yes, he's there.
I'm just stuck to your wall like a spider.
I think you guys will see Clint's like reserve of patience start to wear a little bit thin. Hi. What Crablad are you?
Same iteration.
Which
Same
is-
same one from before? Are you?
Yeah.
I never really know for sure. Okay. What are you doing here?
You ready for tax day?
Clint's gonna like do that kind of thing where he like looks around to see if he's being punked, because that happens in Lucent City as well. It's got to be like one of the most popular television shows, right?
Is it still
Just the
Ashton Kutcher?
usual amount of cameras. Which is a
A-hole
lot.
punkers. How did you get into here, Crablad?
It's my secret. Alright, I snuck in behind Rob.
Rob, did you bring him?
Not to my knowledge, but yeah, I'm glad we're all reuniting. Speaking of, I wonder, are Meredith and Wick also gonna show up?
No, this room has a capacity of one. I'm already breaking protocol.
So, suddenly, coincidentally, you hear arguing coming from outside the door. What do they hear, Wick and Meredith?
So you could easily hear Wick shouting, "No, you go in first."
The door is locked. and
Don't worry, I got it.
it's locked. It's locked. It's touch. It's fingerprint locked. Can't. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I had the thought of, let me borrow this.
Meredith is also just like, I'm not knocking, you knock.
Crablad grabs Clint by the arm and just drags him across the floor to the door.
I would contest that.
I know.
So, you still have your little camera up on your screen.
It's covered. No one can see what's happening.
No, not that camera. You have like your camera up to the outside.
The doorbell
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, okay, yeah, that screen.
Yeah. So looking out, you see Wick and Meredith just like frantically pushing each other towards the door.
Like standing in front and just no you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very much.
Unfazed, checked out, and I think in denial mostly. Clint is going to go over and... How heavy is a Crablad in a mech?
That is a good
Fair?
question.
Have you ever discussed
It's
this?
really heavy, honestly.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's like a liquid metal, so it's hard. It's like it's
Like,
density
yeah, it's
and mass is hard to
super
quantify.
dense.
Okay, so he kind of goes over, like, behind Crablad and kind of does the, like, come on now, come on, like you do to a dog, like when you want it to go through your two hands, like pushing the air behind it, trying to scoop it forward into a desirable location, and just like, let's forward now. Come on, Crablad, over by the other robot thing, by the window. Do you move?
I'm not a thing. I'm a Needonite.
I guess I will just go walk over to Robert.
Okay.
Hi, Crablad.
Okay, great. Clint is going to sit back down at the desk. Not unmute this time, but he is gonna just check. He's just gonna check real quick. Also, should clarify, like, I say desk, right? This is just in the very center of the room, placed at such a weird seeming angle. Like, all you have in this whole place is, I think previously we did say there is a bed, but totally unused, right? If never touched,
Yeah.
probably still factory sealed. And then there's like the curtains with the, maybe it was a little hook or something. And
Yeah.
I say desk, but it's just as if an elementary school desk were made Clint-sized. That's it.
Ghosty, can you remind me how Clint sleeps? Because I remember being very freaked out by it. It's
The
a very
vampire
specific
sleep.
thing, right?
He hangs upside down, bat-like, and he peeks out from behind the curtain half of his body so that he's able to, with one eye, keep an eye on the city, and the other eye into the room.
Oh my god.
And his eyes don't close. Sleep
don't.
is really confused. Like, sleep? Question mark? Got a smile, too. Just a smirk.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, he's
So
just checking the
Meredith
thing.
and Wick.
Nah,
Who
he
ends
doesn't
up
care about
knocking
that.
on the door?
Oh, I guess I knock on the door in such a way that I am being a gentleman and allowing Meredith to enter first.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I always pictured Wick as a gentleman.
Not once.
So how are you knocking on the door?
I'm like literally pounding on the door with my bare hands in absolute rage that I have to be there.
Do you use both hands and does it slowly turn into like a little drumming solo because you get bored that he's not opening?
Yes, I do. I'm just repeatedly pounding on the door. Meredith, get in there now!
But the door's not open yet. Just open the door yet.
I don't care. Just go in.
Wick, by Wick's logic, he to gain access to a pickle in a pickle jar, he just tries to open the pickle jar and then hands it to someone. It's like, why don't you take one already? Clint just wants to know if the person that they're waiting for is back, their boss, right? Like an employer.
He's gone still.
They're still gone?
Yep. Extremely gone.
He's gonna maximize full screen the window of the boss so that he can see more clearly when the boss is back.
Okay, cool.
This isn't a thing he can leave, right? He needs to be here for this.
He can leave if he wants to.
This meeting.
He can leave if he wants to. Multiple people have already left.
Really wants to be there. People have left?
Yeah, they left.
For what? For why? What?
Tax day.
What was was there a reason why we were called into the meeting? Because I don't remember.
It was just a general meeting. Just a morning meeting that you have every day.
General morning meeting. Okay. Can Clint roll something to figure out if the boss might just not even come back?
You can do an investigate.
I would like it to investigate, yeah. When he's checking the screen and whatnot. Okay, I rolled a 3 with no bonuses.
Okay, so the screen's just frozen.
Frozen?
Frozen, yeah.
The device isn't working?
It's like there are clear things there that you saw were moving before, like a fan in the background and stuff like that you could see were moving that are now just stuck in the same position they have been since he left.
Great. Okay. Yeah, Clint's going to exit out of the zip call.
All right.
And turn off the device. And go to the door.
All right. You open the door.
Yes. Happy tax day. And gesture them in.
Yeah, totally. I'm so thrilled to be here, of all places.
I'm not thrilled to have you here. No, one of us was lying. Come on in.
Okay, what does Wick look like when he enters the door?
So Wick is wearing this blue hoodie that's got t-shirt sleeves instead of sweater sleeves. He's also wearing red running trousers that kind of cut off at the ankle. He also has this squarish holster that he can put Beam into because he doesn't trust Beam and he'd rather not leave him at his apartment.
Wait, does he have like a baby Bjorn for Beam?
That's essentially what it is, but he wouldn't agree to it. He wouldn't say that's what it is.
I love it.
He specifically refers to it as a holster, as in a gun holster.
And Beam is in there, he's just strobing constantly. Constant strobe light.
Yeah. So Wick doesn't really understand what a rave is, so he wore basically just bright clothing. He thinks that's enough. But for him, that's what it is, because he wouldn't wear such horrible brightness on any normal day.
No, he's already a teenager, so he's halfway there to begin with.
Yeah, that's the only box he can check. He's a teenager.
He has the best Rave add-on that he possibly could in Beam.
Yeah, that's true. Everywhere he goes, it's great.
And nobody would even be able to see his outfit, to be honest. Just be blinded.
People wouldn't recognize Wick after. They would just be like, wait, that was you carrying Beam?
Describe what Meredith looks like coming inside.
She's ready to go. She's got all sorts of crappy plastic beads ready to trade. Lots of glow sticks. She even wore her funky colored goggles instead of her normal ones. And she also has a blinking pacifier on a lanyard around her neck.
Excellent.
She's Fleur baby, let's fucking go.
She knows what's up.
She knows what's up. She doesn't like being here, but she's all right. Let's get to where we're going. I'm ready for that.
Robert notices Wick and is, wow, Wick! That is a wonderful outfit. I didn't really know how to dress up, but I feel like we're on the same page.
And Clint doesn't know what the hell anyone is talking about, does he? Did I forget something, or is this all just a ploy?
clue.
Great. Okay. I think Clint's not caring what they're saying because he doesn't hear the key words, like the filtered words of money, taxes, debt, and like subservience or whatever kind of words.
Yeah. Beam is he's hanging in this fucking little baby Bjorn. And he's got his arms reached out
I love that
towards
visual.
Clint.
It's perfect.
Uh-huh.
Got his arms reached out towards Clint, and he's like, "Oh, my best friend."
Bleed! It's always so great to see you. Hi! And Clint's with just like one wide and large, long, lengthy fingered hand going like hesitantly attempt to touch the little robot's two fingies that are outstretched so that he has something to grab onto. Teething? He doesn't know.
He's teething with his hands.
Clint's unsure.
Okay.
What is going on? Why are you all here?
So as you say that, you hear from your screen, "Oh, excellent, Clint. I see they've already arrived."
How do people keep seeing through the blindy thing? Does it not function?
And when you look back at the screen, you see that your screen has entirely been taken over by what seems like a private call, not on Zip, not on any program, just like a basic Windows window, but whatever they use here.
Okay.
Private call from Dimpleton directly, and you see his huge smarmy face, perfectly lit, filling the screen.
Of course, he's got one of those damn like light things that you get if you're on stream a lot.
Yeah, he's got a ring light.
Yeah. Clint feels extremely self-conscious because he doesn't have a ring light, and the lighting in his room really works best only at a certain time of day. It's not that time of day. Yeah.
So he says, "I've got a very important mission for you all. As I'm sure you're all aware, the Great Tax Day Rave Festival is today. And we need some extra hands on deck for various odd jobs. There have also been talks of a revolt of the people occurring, so we need you all to be on the lookout for suspicious behavior. This was, of course, in the brief you got this morning, so it's nothing new, right, Mr. Earn?"
Of course. Dimpleton. It's always so great just to hear your voice. Bless my ears with orders, sir.
Excellent. I was going to invoke company mandated pecking order, but I don't think I need to. I think he's already there.
No. He knows when he's lost a battle.
Excellent. Let's not dilly-dally then. We've got you tickets on the third-digit train in the left metacarpus, leading to the No Tech District. It should be in your inbox, Crablad, so if you just print those and hand them out to everyone, you can be on your way to the metacarpus station ASAP.
I intentionally print out one for everybody except Clint.
I mean, Clint wouldn't really need one.
Yeah.
He'll just buy a hole.
And Clint, don't forget to change into the outfit we put in your closet. Wouldn't want to be too conspicuous now, would you? And he winks at you and hangs up.
Ha! Okay. This is real cool. Sorry. Review emails from this morning.
No emails.